And that's a first class ticket to a lonely grave where the sins of my past are calling my name. And I'll have to answer to every damn one. I'll walk the line between heaven and hell. The path after that only God can tell.
So, great news. I happened upon some extra cash. Not a whole lot, so I got a hold of a guy who specializes in motorcycle body work, and I got a huge dent in the side of my fuel tank here. It's been there since. You gonna stay on your side of the road, dude, or is that not something a Ford is capable of? You know, if you didn't have them giant offset wheels, you could probably stay in your lane a little better. You see, it's builds like that that destroy hubs. When people put the hub extensions, it's terrible for your hubs and your ball joints. It's just awful. But anyway, sorry. This guy, met him through, well, I haven't met him yet. I met him through another guy who was trying to buy a vehicle off of me, who said that he does really good body work, and he has his own shop, which will save on some of the fees. And I just want to know how much it'll take for him to pull the dent out of this fuel tank, paint it the original color scheme, this maroon and silver, and put the badges back on and call it a day. Because a lot of body shops will not touch a fuel tank because, well, I mean, there's a lot of liability there. If you have to weld on it or something, it's screwed. I gotta tether this wire down. Well, I should have worn a neck gaiter. There's a little chill in the air. It's alright, we'll get through it. And I got one of my guys coming down from base into town, and he's like, hey man, you want to go on a ride? And I was like, yeah, let's see. So I'm hoping that they can pull this dent and repaint this bad boy for a few $100. The lowest quote that I've gotten was like $700, because it's just a monster dent. I mean, you can kind of see how there's like a gap where the tank should be right there, and like how there's tank right here. Funny story about that dent. So this bike used to belong to my mother. My dad bought it for my mother in 2004. It was only a 5-year-old bike, that really nice bike. We spent like $4,700 on it. A really nice bike. And, well, we loaded it up onto the trailer, and we cinched it down, but apparently we didn't cinch it down tight enough with the straps. He rounded a corner, and boom, it came down on one of the bed rails. And, yeah, I mean, as much as I want to fix it, I almost don't. Ooh, that's a nice old Renegade. We choose our destiny. Little Molly Hatchet. I've never been to this place before, so I looked at it on my phone, and now I'm going strictly off of memory. Okay, guys, yes, there was police officers back there, but the road is still a 45-mile-an-hour road, so I fail to understand why we're doing 37. Yep, love doing 10 under the speed limit. Thank God both of you are turning. You're absolutely useless. This is still 45. Right here it's 45. Right there at the sign it turns to 35. I would... Oh my God. Old person? Yep, 10 million years old. I just want to go with the flow of traffic. And the flow of traffic to that person is 10 under the speed limit. Aside from the fact that people in New Mexico, y'all slow down to like 1 mile an hour. It doesn't matter if you're turning off of a 65-mile-an-hour road, you slow down to 1 mile an hour before you make a corner. And I will never understand that. Give me 5. So this little place right here, this Western Inn, I was on my way to work, and normally when I leave for work, it's like 5 a.m. when I leave. Anyways, I was cruising, and there was a dude in that parking lot, probably tweaking out a little bit, probably not all there mentally, and he was going Super Saiyan. I shit you not. He was out there like throwing his hands around and trying to Kamehameha. I don't know, maybe the shadow people he was seeing from the high amounts of methamphetamine and heroin that were in his bloodstream. I don't know, but it was absolutely hilarious. And then my fiance, she saw him. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's another thing that happened. I'm now engaged. But she saw that same guy up the street at the Walgreens later on that afternoon going Super Saiyan again. It was awesome. They should have a TV show called Crackheads, where they just go around and find crackheads and videotape the shenanigans that they partake in. Maybe that'll be a YouTube docu-series, like, this is why you don't do drugs. Let's turn on crackheads, kids. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Oh, my God. Do we have a green light? We have a green light. I wonder why no one's going anywhere. Usually green means go. I mean, that's something they kind of teach you in elementary school. Oh, now you have a turn signal. I was wondering. I thought that Super Duty didn't come with them. I gotta make a left on Hadley. Next signal. Okay. We got another one, folks. It doesn't turn to 25 until up there, but another one just going 3 miles an hour. You know you're a douche, right? Smile, you're on candid camera. I'm listening to that 115 from freaking, what is it, Call of Duty Black Ops, where that metal music that would come on whenever you're fighting zombies. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. There we go. Had to get my butt adjusted. My butt pad got bunched up. Whoa, I gotta stay in my part of the lane. Hey, can I borrow that later to mow my grass? And before anyone on the motovlog is like, that bike is so much faster than yours, I know. So there's a story about a bull and a calf. So this calf is like, hey, all those cows down there, we should run down there real quick and smash one of them, and then run back up here, and they won't know anything any better. And the old bull looks at him and goes, no, we need to walk down there and smash all of them. So the difference between them quick little bikes and them big cruisers, ladies, it would do you best to remember it. I left my turn signal on because I'm special. You know, you guys may notice throughout my videos that I constantly cancel my turn signals. And the one time I forget to do it, I get called out. I don't know who paved this road, but they need to never be hired again. Yep, like that. That was fun. That's real good on my spine. So what should we talk about today? Well, I guess since I have the opportunity, we should talk about riding in a group. Now, in most states, it is illegal for bikers to ride side by side. He has to stay pretty much past my rear fender while we're riding. When we come to a stop, we're allowed to stack up, but once we start accelerating again, we have to stretch back out. In most states, it is illegal to ride side by side in a single lane. And in most states, it's also illegal to lane split. I think there are good times for lane splitting and bad times for lane splitting. Now, I may have touched on this already. I think bad times for lane splitting is like when you're trying to go faster than traffic. Like, that's a time when you shouldn't be lane splitting. Just stay with the flow of traffic. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but that, again, is my personal opinion. Times when it would be good is at stoplights. I think that motorcyclists should be able to go around and stack up on the line around cars. I think that should be perfectly legal. And the reason for that is if you're stopped at a stoplight and you get rear-ended, it's probably going to hurt, but chances of you dying are very slim. A motorcycle rider stopped at a stoplight and someone coming up behind him and smoking him is probably going to kill that rider. And that's a very real threat for us. That's why you guys notice my head's always on the move. It's because I'm constantly checking my rear view mirrors. Come on, turn, dumpster. Okay. Am I the only one seeing this turn signal right now? Maybe he pulled a me and he just forgot to cancel his turn signal. You know, getting this close, I'm just kind of flirting with disaster, I guess you could say, to quote Molly Hatchet. That door flies open, everything in there flies on me. There's no way I'm going to be able to react in time. Plus, if he runs over something and it flies up in the road, it doesn't really give me a chance to react. There we go. Alright, buddy. Let's make that left turn. Look at you go. I should not have done that. That car could have very easily not seen me and tried to come out. That could have killed me. I shouldn't have done that. See, like I said, guys, even experienced riders make mistakes. And I like to be an example, not a shining example, for my short temper of what to do. And I don't like being examples of what not to do. Ooh, somebody got a campfire going. Or they're burning weeds. Not really sure. But riding in a group, there are certain unwritten rules that most people will allow you to get away with if you're riding in a group, especially a large group. Like, okay, in my experience, if you're in a large group, I'm talking 20 riders or more, and you come to a stop sign, the first rider will stop, but everyone after that won't. You're like one giant vehicle. That's the way you should be riding. Come on, Firebird. I'm traveling down the road and I'm flirting with disaster. I don't think speed limit's asking too much there, Bubba. Looks like we gotta stop at O'Reilly. guys, I just kind of checked my battery life, and I don't have an external charger or extra batteries or an extra SD card on me, so it looks like I'm going to be heading to the house here shortly. As always, keep the rubber side down, keep the shiny side up. This is your friendly neighborhood military rider signing off. Peace.
And that's the first